I have no idea what to say. Okay, I have no idea what to say right now. This movie blew me away. Completely blew me away. I am speechless, ladies and gentlemen. I am speechless. Before we get into it, there will be spoilers on the latter half of this. I will let you know when the spoilers are coming. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and leave a comment. You know, if you want, I appreciate it. At least leave a like. Helps out the algorithm. All right, let's get into it. Full disclosure, I'm going to be 100% honest. I was never a fan of Deadpool. Okay, I was never a fan of Deadpool. I thought it was stupid. I hated the joking and the always joking around and all, and the fourth wall and all that stuff. I liked Superman, Batman, because I thought you had to be serious to, to take on that serious role. Like when I was a kid, I wanted to be, I wanted to be a superhero, but you had to, you always had that scowl on your face. So you always see your heroes with a scowl on your face because they're having to fight back through incredible odds to beat whatever it is so they can save the day, right? That's how I've always envisioned superheroes to be. And then this comes along and completely changed my mind. Completely changed my mind. Completely changed the way I look at superheroes. I found myself pulling for Deadpool and Wolverine, and Deadpool's going through his thing, and together they're just kind of lost. This movie was ridiculous. This movie had everything that you could possibly want. If you're a Wolverine fan, you got what you've been waiting for like 20 some years. You finally got it, and they finally got it right. Congratulations. I don't know what y'all was doing with that black suit, but everybody was kind of looking at the screen back in the day like, all right, I guess that's as good as it's going to get. He looked like Wolverine, so we'll take it. No more. Okay, no more. We wanted the yellow suit, and we got it. We got it. And he's doing his thing, and he looks clean. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting in the movie theater like a little kid, just looking at this, just going off, right? Deadpool doing his thing, Wolverine being just angry at everybody, doing his thing with a pretty good story. Wolverine story, not the plot of this. We'll get to that in a minute. I can tell you this: I never thought that I would get such enjoyment out of listening to an NSYNC song and a track from Madonna's "Like a Prayer." This movie is amazing. It's not the best thought out movie that there is, but it was fun. And Ryan Reynolds gave you what you wanted out of a comic book movie. You got the two characters the one character you've always wanted to see, really, the way that he was in this, and Deadpool doing his thing. And the rest of it was kind of like basically like a drawing board. Basically is what it amounted to, right? Story's there. It's okay. Not the best story, but who cares, right? Who cares? I went there and I got everything that I wanted out of it. I love this movie. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go watch it again. And it's not even so much about what was happening around Wolverine and Deadpool as to the small things that went on between Deadpool and Wolverine. The little inflections, the mannerisms, the things that you see in the face, the surprises that you got, all that. I mean, you're up and down in your seat. You can't look away, and you're having such a good time. It doesn't have to win an award. It doesn't have to get like best movie of all time. It doesn't have to get that. It just has to be good, and it has to be entertaining, and that's what it was for me, anyway.
It's a movie.
Any good?
Very good. It won the Academy Award
Oh, for what?
for Best Movie Ever Made.
Now we're gonna roll into the spoiler section. So if you do not want to be spoiled, I suggest you get on out of here. But before you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. All right. After you watch the movie, come on back and we can talk this up a little bit. There you go. From the word go, when he started wrecking those TVA agents with Wolverine's adamantium bones, son. I like, who thinks of this? Who comes up with this idea? You know what we should do? And he's dancing to it. He's dancing to it, fighting, and the theater is laughing their ass off. The movie's been on for 20 seconds, and they already losing their shit. This was, I'm telling you, it was that good. He's having a conversation with Wolverine, the Wolverine that's not there anymore. He's playing with a skeleton. I'm 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 in shock, first of all. And I had no idea. Like, I mean, I know who Deadpool is, and I'm aware of what he can get into, but I'm just amazed at how well he's able to keep doing this and have it just be funny. The plot was terrible. The plot was absolutely terrible. There was like no villain, and then there was a villain. I mean, she was kind of a villain, but not really, until the very end. I think there should have been a fight. Of course, I mean, you would have had to figure out a certain way because these three are probably the hardest to kill in Marvel. So I can see how they might have been up against it, but I mean, still good. Like, I still had a good time with it. But I'm just being honest, the plot was not that great. The cameos were fantastic. Elektra, uh, Blade. Kind of wish Blade had his jacket on though. Wish he had his jacket on, but he was still good. It's good seeing Gambit. I guess I think we'd only seen Gambit once in a previous X-Men movie, and he was only in there for like 10 minutes. I think, was he in Apocalypse? It might have been an Apocalypse. Anyway, still good to see him, and X-23 was in it. So fun to see those characters. Again, it just kept everything fun and introducing new characters into this movie, and the entire crowd was with it. Everybody was having a good time with it. I think the whole theater was friends by the time this movie ended. This movie is smashing movie records. I think it's the highest grossing rated R movie of all time now. And also, it has made $496 million globally in just its first weekend. That's more than half of these movies make in their entire life. There's some big YouTubers out there that I really respect, and I still respect them. One of them does alien movies. I think that's how you got to start doing just alien movies. And I like him a lot. He's pretty informative. But you can tell just by looking at him, he hate this movie. Oh God, he hate it. You can almost see him rubbing it in his skin like aloe vera, like some Vaseline. Just so upset. I was watching him and he was talking about how Deadpool Wolverine's probably gonna fall off in week 2. It's probably going to fall off severely, just drop off because it's not that great. So he expects the numbers to be really low, like super low. And the whole time I'm watching him just rub it in, I'm like, bro, wash it off. Huh? Wash off that hate. Don't be a Sith Lord. Wash that hate off. You better than this. You don't have to hate on this movie, But I don't I don't dislike the man. I actually respect him very much, and he's not the only one. I've seen other YouTubers that hate this movie. They're entitled to their opinion, as are you. If you didn't like it, I want to hear about it in the comment section. I really want to know. Nobody should be yelling at anybody or talking down to anybody for what they like or what they don't like. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I just simply say that we're gonna pray for you, huh? We're gonna bow our heads. We're gonna say a little prayer for you. Hope that you get better, huh? We hope that medicine kick in and that hate goes away. It's a terrible, terrible disease. And yeah, we can move on to bigger and better things. So this movie was amazing. If you have not seen it, you're on the fence about it, go see it. It is not for children, like the one lady said, who is from The View. It is not for kids. It's not a family friendly movie. Okay, if you know who Deadpool is, he's not family friendly. So don't do that. Don't think that. Okay, there's lots of cursing, lots of sexual innuendo. So you have been warned. So this movie's amazing. I'm gonna jump into this whole Robert Downey Jr. thing. So I was not the biggest fan of this news. Okay, if I'm being blunt, I was not a fan of this news. And then, like a door opened. There were two that I was like, "Oh, I'm on board. I'm on board. Say less." That's all you had to tell me. Those two things. Can you guess what those two things are? I'll give you a second. Time's up. Russo brothers. That That right there, I don't care. I don't care what. I don't care if you want to bring back any. You can bring back any superhero you want. Iron Man, anybody that's dead. You want to bring Thanos back? Do it. Thanos, if the Russo brothers are in charge, let them have at it. Okay? Because let me tell you something. Ever since the Russo brothers got involved with Marvel, it went stupid. Okay? Best comic movies I've ever seen in my entire life, all the way up to Endgame, and then they took a break, and Marvel has been dookie ever since, just trash ever since. Okay, now they back, so do your thing. Let the Russo brothers cook. That's all I'm gonna say about it. All right, so I love y'all, man. Thanks for hanging out. Watch this. I forget what the goddamn camera's at. Watch this next video, and I thank you for your time, man. I love y'all, seriously. I thank you for the subscriptions and for your time. So I'll holler at y'all in the next one. All right, peace.